Hi, guys. Welcome back to Morant's Rants. Funny, good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. We have the smoking gun. We have the crime of the century. And I hope you guys are paying attention. I'm going to dial it in just for you so you guys can share it with whoever you need to share it with. But it is absolutely criminal. Here we go. First, Adam Aaron. Here's a tweet from Adam Aaron. He's basically telling you this, and I'm not going to read it all, but I'll let you know. AMC shouldn't let Wall Streeters wishing us harm drive us into being a penny stock. Okay, he's explaining why he's doing the conversion from APE to AMC, in addition to doing a 1-to-10 reverse stock split. He went ahead and had that little meeting right here with Whimsy Chick. Now, I know they're all fanboys of him, but if you listen to
common
him...
shares are the same thing.
Okay.
And there's no explaining it. But the market has priced the APE at 1/7 of the common share. And they're the same thing. So we're giving them away at 1/7 of where we should. So it makes it so we got to put them back together.
Right.
And if you own the APE, it's going to go up in value. And as the company raises more capital in the future, we'll raise it at 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times the price we're getting now for it. And this makes no sense, but
He's absolutely right. It makes no sense. Because when I look at this SEC filing from Anterior Capital, they filed that they own 8.8% of the company of APE. And when they do that, once you own over 5%, you have to file it. And He-Man Shu, I'm just going to call him that, Galati, he's the guy, he's the orchestrator of this. Remember, Anterior Capital owns senior notes on AMC. They know that AMC can't pay them, so what did they start doing? Well, they've always hedged their position with calls and puts. We've seen that, quarter 1, quarter 2 of this year, and I had all those filings that I showed you in the video before, and they've never owned more than 1,800, 1,900, let's just call it 2,000. Never owned more than 2,000 puts at a time. 2,000 puts represents about 200,000 shares of AMC, and that range. That's not a lot. That's not a lot to hedge a position. But let me show you something that is a lot. This is the SEC filing of the transactions by Anterior before this agreement has been made. They sold off their calls and puts on the 15th of August. Just so happens it's a week before BlackRock sold off at $27. They pumped it and sold off. BlackRock did. So that tells me that when they're selling their puts, okay, they knew the price was going to go up. They got the hell out of the way. BlackRock has no problem selling off 41% of their position. That's already kind of sketchy to me. SEC looked that up. I don't know who talked to who. But now you have Adam Aaron bring out APE to the public, and he refuses to sell it to the public. He refuses to sell it to anybody, really. He holds on to it. It falls from $10.50 all the way down. And at this point, and I only have November in front of me, November, December, guys, the last 60 days. You're about to see, well, first off, that means, what you mean to tell me is that Anterior had, it looks like 15 million shares to sell right here. Because how do you sell something unless you have it, right? So starting November, they came out the gate and they sold for the first 22 days, 16 million shares, whatever it is, from 175 a unit all the way down to 124. They're selling it off. Then they buy it at a lower rate. You buy back in at 3 million shares, and you continue to sell it off for a loss. Then you buy in for 4 million and you sell it off again. But when you sell it off, a little profit, right? But you only sold 80,000, 70,000 for it. You didn't even sell the 4 million. But then you bought again. And when you bought it again, you bought 11 million, almost 12 million shares at a lower price. Then you sell it off at what? 60,000 shares at 121, little 5 cents. That's not it. That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to trigger this fall down, and which they did. They sold more at 7 cents, at $1.07. They sold more at $1. When it hit $1, they bought more. They sold more under $1. We're talking about, guys, right here. They're buying 22 million, 28 million shares at $1, and then they're selling them for a loss the whole way through. They said, "Oh, you think they were worried? Did you think they were scared?" Not at all, because they already had the deal on the books. They agreed to buy 60 million shares of APE for 58 cents. How the hell are you going to buy $34 million worth of APE after you've been shorting? Because this is what it is, guys. This is how you do it. You can short yourself all the way to the ground knowing what's coming to you. It's an inside job. They already knew what was coming to them. It was already in the making. You don't just agree to this. You don't just do this as a business model. You're going to short down Ape all the way to the ground and then go long at the bottom? Who's that lucky? Who's that great? Apparently, these guys are the best traders in the world. But Adam Aaron allowed all of this to happen. When he says, I don't want Wall Streeters to short us down. You just sold the company. You just sold 22% of your company to the Wall Streeters that were attacking your stock. How the hell can you explain this, Adam Aaron? Explain it to me. Nobody wants to buy your company? That's one thing. Then come out and just say that you're terrible at your job. You need to file for bankruptcy. Do something. But people are losing their livelihoods. People have invested everything because you tell them and you lie to them. You pamper it up. I'm going to tell you right now, you minimize cash burn like I've never seen. Oh, well, Q4 wasn't as strong. We need to generate funds because we don't want to be like Regal. 2 earnings calls ago, Q4 is going to be our rebound. We have Avatar, Way of the World. We have Wakanda. We're bouncing back. You just came in at 1.7 domestic box office for the whole nation. You tell me how much of that you got. I'm going to guess a little over 50%. There's no way you're making money. Guys, this company allowed this to happen. And then they sold it to the people that are doing it to you. He's in bed with them. I have been watching Adam Aaron, and I've been paying attention to everything he's done since 2016, since he walked in the door. In 2019, when they let go of their actual auditing firm and they hired a new one, Ernst & Young, a new CFO, Sean Goodman, they had the plan to just destroy this from within. And they did it. They had the perfect plan. But you, retail, came out and you caught them. And then you saved them. And what did you save them from? The inevitable. But what did they do? They proceeded to sell 99.9% of their shares. It upsets me because people are out here promoting this. People are out here, I still don't know how to vote. I still don't know. What the hell to vote? Why are we even in this company? Why is anybody involved? Yeah, I don't own shares. I get that. I'm just a freedom fighter. I'm just a guy who gives out the info. But why the hell do you own shares? Why are you stuck in this play? That's what you have to ask yourself. You've been manipulated. They will manufacture the outcome they want and they need. You guys need to figure that part out. For me, I stay away. But hey, man, it's all theater until it's not. I promise you, ask these questions, dial it down, and then you'll see exactly who Adam Aaron is. He deserves to be fired. It's one. The SEC needs to do an investigation into Anterra and BlackRock. I'm not giving them up either. But anyone else, Mudrick is no different. Mudrick is partners here too. The whole way through. Adam Aaron has gone to every company and just destroyed them. I don't know where people say he saved people. He's not saving anybody. He has destroyed this company from within. And then in verse, he took working people's money. Hardworking. He knows that you're vulnerable. He knows that you're going to his movie theaters to see him and take pictures with him. He's doing the farewell tour, and you have no idea about it. He's not even retiring, yet he sold shares for retiring. He's going to get fired, not retired. I hope you guys pass along the info because this is selling to the shorts, covering, which they did the next 2 days after this announcement. They did over 300 million share volume on Ape. So they covered. So whoever's telling you they got to cover the shorts, they got to close their short position on Ape. They just did. And now it's going to go back into AMC. And it's going to go back to doing what it's been doing. Pumping and dumping and taking money from you. I'm sorry, guys. It sucks. It sucks to see all of this happen in real time. Good luck. I'm around. Get at me. Share the video. Get the info. Peace.